All right, y'all. It's Tim and Tammy time. And today we're at Earl Cook Park on West Point Lake. And this is a place that I spent many a day growing up, and I'm amazed, y'all. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and
we love y'all.
Okay, now this is what I'm amazed by. Y'all, this place was so full when I was a teenager, and this is a ghost town. This is just a ghost town. There's nobody here. This parking lot was full. We spent 3 out of 7 days a week up here when I was 15, 16 years old. Younger than that even, before I could drive. There used to be a really cool playground over here. All I see now is a couple swings. And one of them is just all the way on the ground. I see a volleyball net over there. That wasn't here before. But these swings are really tripping me out just a little bit. It's funny how things change, though. Tim was laughing at me on the way up here. We turned at the wrong place because the directions we were following were for a different place, and I didn't realize it. I thought I had the right place. But we were following directions to the wrong place, and I told Tim, I said, that's not it. I said, you got to go down to the store. So we got back out on the road and kept going. I said, I'm pretty sure the store's closed down. It was pretty old when I was a kid coming up here. I said, so I'm pretty sure it's probably in pretty bad condition, but y'all, the store is open. And when we go out of this place, we're going to stop and get us a drink at the store. Look at them swings. This used to be a whole playground right here. I mean, a nice playground. This is just amazing to me. Now I'm going to go over here to the beach. They did at least put up a volleyball net. I tell you what, it is hot out here, and I would think about taking my shoes off and getting in the water, but y'all, after all the alligators that's been around lately, I ain't about to get in this water. They do have a couple bathrooms over here. I'll go see if they're unlocked in a minute, but I ain't gonna fool with that right now. Out here though, this was what was really cool. When we would come, my brother is 9 years younger than me. So when we would come up here, he was, you know, if I was 15, he was 6, but we'd come before then. When I was 13, I guess he was 4, whatever. They had this kiddie pool up here, and it was big around concrete pool. But it was like 18 inches deep. But it is obviously not here anymore. There's footprints out here, but y'all, it just don't look the same. And when I first started coming, this is before they knew things were dangerous like they know now, you know. Y'all ever see those comments on YouTube, on Facebook, and things like that about how we went down a slide that was so hot it would burn your legs, and they didn't see it as being dangerous, and we'd play on the merry-go-round and sling you off at, you know, 40 miles an hour. When we first started coming up here, there was a dock out here in the middle of the water, and they had a high dive, and they had several other diving boards, and of course we just come out here and just jump off the dock itself. I'm sorry, I'm looking at some footprints, and I don't understand what kind of footprints they are, because they're pretty big prints. Let me see if I can show y'all. I can't see what's on my camera. You see that right there? It looks like a bird's print, y'all, but man, it's a big bird. Me and my cousins have been out here before in the wintertime when the water was low, and we've walked all the way around to the other side over there. It was muddy out here, and I remember I stepped in the mud and it kind of sucked my shoe down in it. And the only way I could get my foot out was take my foot out of the shoe, and then I had to go back and reach down and get my shoe out with my hand. It says over there on the other side, there's a big old sign that says it's restricted. You have to stay within this yellow barrier, of course. But with or without the beach and with or without the people, it's a beautiful spot up here on West Point Lake. Beautiful clouds. And I tell you, that boat went by a long time ago and it's still racking up the waves. And let me just be honest with you, if y'all can see those buoys out in the water, I've swam out to those buoys. And I didn't go across the yellow line to, well, I did a little bit because you can't get to the buoys without crossing the yellow line, but the yellow line was way on out there a lot further. I wouldn't get in that water for nothing, y'all. That's the muddiest water right now. I don't know why it's so muddy. There's some beautiful white beach sand right here. I got my old timer up there sitting on a bench. And there's these prints are all over this beach. They're everywhere. And I don't know what made it. Let's see if I can just kind of show the sand there and not. Maybe it'll show up. They're everywhere. I don't know what made these prints. We went this morning to get our oil changed, and it's July 3rd, so the place that we get our oil changed was closed, so we just thought we'd come on up, and I told Tim to come this way. I hadn't been here since, last time I was here was before me and him even got married. And I wish y'all could have seen him. The driftwood, I wish y'all could have seen him trying to, you pay $5 to get in, and you just use a credit card. There's nobody on duty, no attendant. When I used to come, it was free. You didn't pay anything, but now you pay. And there's no attendant there. So he reached out and he paid, and then it gives you a slip of paper so you can put it on your dash so everybody can see that you paid. Everybody, who's gonna see? So everybody can see that you paid, and it comes out really low. So we had to get all the way out of the RAV4 to get the paper. Then y'all,
I need sunglasses.
He couldn't get back. Well, mine's in the RAV4. He couldn't figure out how to get back in the vehicle. And I am not joking with y'all when I tell you that it took him a full 35 seconds to figure out how to get in the vehicle.
So go ahead and ask me.
Oh, I intend to ask you, but I intend to ask you on my time. Hey, old timer. You been here all your life?
No, not yet.
Go ahead. I got it. Don't spike it. Don't spike it. Don't spike
I
it.
don't think I could. I can't jump that high.
Or anyway. All right. So let the adventure begin. Me and Tim's going to see if we can walk a path up here. It says there's a path. It says there's a hiking trail up here. I've done a lot of hiking around this lake, but I ain't never been on no trail. We just explored at will, and it was more fun. I don't know if it was more fun. It might be fun to go up here to this hiking trail. I don't know.
Well, if you was going to come up here, this would be the area to go.
Oh, this would be a great place to have a picnic and relax.
I think the trail has been...
Okay, there used to be a picnic area down there, or a camping spot. There's a concrete slab down there. This path is not well marked.
Not marked at all.
In fact, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to show y'all why. The path goes right through here. Look what's right through here. I don't think anybody ever hikes this trail. What do you think?
Probably not.
I think the adventure
has ended.
I think Bigfoot threw that down right in our way so we couldn't go through there because he don't want to be seen.
Yeah, that path has been
deteriorated badly. You know, it's like everything else up here. It may have been used at one time, but y'all, I just don't think this park is used
too much
at all, basically. The beauty of West Point Lake. And this is why we do what we do. Let me see if I can find a good place to get this shot. And then let me zoom in as best I can. We're just going down through here looking, and Tim goes, look. Y'all look what that is. It's a chimney. Old home place right here. And y'all, I bet there wasn't even a lake back here when that home place was here. There was probably a creek or a river, but the lake wasn't here. And the house is gone. And it's a really big chimney, and I ain't about to go down there, but if you want to take this camera, I'll hand it to you.
I was looking for a way.
I think right there is your, make sure it ain't still going to stand. It'll go up and down, not back, nope, in and out.
Y'all don't know what I'm doing this, or why I'm doing this for. I know. Okay, this is what we're looking at. So, this is a chimney. Big old boulder there. Big old boulder there. Goes up. And you've got the lake. I don't see any walls of any sort anywhere.
All right, so while we're on the subject of West Point Lake.
And I survived, by the way.
While we're on the subject of West Point Lake, I want to tell you about my crazy cousin, because I have some crazy cousins, but I have one really crazy cousin in particular. And over there where the beach was at, where we used to go swimming, they had a pole sticking up out of the water, and it had 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, went up to about 12 feet, I think. And I've seen the water at 1 foot, and I've seen the water at 10 feet. I mean, the water went up and down pretty good on that pole. But I remember my cousin, when the water was about 6 feet deep, he climbed that pole, got on the top, and jumped off into the water. And what I want to say about my crazy cousin is this: he is the reason we have rules. He did some crazy stuff.
He's the sole reason.
He's the redneck that is the reason we can't just, he's probably the redneck the reason nobody swim out there. He might be why we didn't have a dock very much. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I have a lot of memories here. All right, y'all, this is Ribbits, gas, beer, live bait. It says there's a grill in here. It's got prices for gas. But I don't see no gas pumps. Unless they're on the other side. I guess it could be on the other side, but look across the street. Beautiful barn. But let's go see. You used to go in the front door right over here, and there was a store. All right, let's do that. So we're gonna go in here.
Rose Cabot Mill Road.
We're gonna go right in here and get us a Coca-Cola. And I want a bottle of water. Y'all, that looks like the singing frog from Looney Tunes. What y'all think? There's a gas pump, y'all. You just have to keep on walking. And there's a bathroom, but you gotta ask for the key. Oh, I see the cat. That's a bobtail cat over there, y'all, coming down the hill. It's a pretty little yellow cat. That grill smells good. I can't even get it all in the camera. Y'all, Tim said get a big bottle of water. He got a Coke and some Reese's Pieces, so he's looking for E.T., I guess. And we're fixing to head down the road across the street and see what is over there. The lady inside, the young lady inside, we were talking about being over there at the lake where we were just at, and she said she didn't know about people swimming over there, but that somebody drowned over there at the other entrance. Schaefer heard. Okay, I gotta see if I can drink out of this giant water bottle, y'all. All right.
Well, I know how you are about water. You'll devour it all in one
Well,
go.
yeah.
So I thought, well, this will leave me some, maybe.
Oh, Tim wants some of my water. Okay. I'll share, don't worry. So this has been our adventure at Earl Cook
Park.
Recreational Day Use Area on West Point Lake Park. Same thing. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and
We love y'all. And this sand is so bright.
it is very bright.
It's reflecting right back into my face. And glasses on, glasses off. I'm getting blind.
You're blinding. Honey, you are blinding.
Well, that's
Y'all-
probably because of them. But I'm under shade right now, so it'll be all right.
Tim's blinding. Yeah, don't go out there with that bald head, baby. It just blows my mind, y'all. This place was so full of life.